So obviously you need to jack your car up and remove the wheels. Once you have that done, you're going to be looking for 2 bolts that are holding in the caliper, one on the top and bottom on the back side here. In this case, they are 14 millimeters. So go ahead and remove those 2 bolts. With the 2 bolts removed, you'll be able to slide your caliper off, and you're going to want to either zip tie this to a secure location or use a bungee cord to strap it up to the coilovers or your suspension, just as long as it's not hanging on the brake line. Now we can remove the 2 brake pads. Now this is a fairly lightly used car, so they're going to be super easy to come out. You may need to wedge a flathead in there to try and pry yours out if it's an older vehicle, but do what you have to get these removed. Just try not to damage your rotor if you aren't replacing that. If your new pads came with new pad slides, go ahead and replace those. They just pop right out. Otherwise, you're probably going to want to take these out anyway and clean them up with some brake clean. Next thing we need to do is compress your caliper, because the new pads you're going to be installing are going to be thicker than the ones you just removed, and you need more room in here to get the caliper back on. So a couple ways to do this. They actually make a specialty tool designed to do this, but if you don't have that, there's 2 other ways. First things first, we'll go ahead and remove the brake fluid reservoir cap, or at least loosen it to relieve any pressure we build up from compressing these. But take an old brake pad and place it there, and then you're going to take a C-clamp and carefully compress those to make more space for the new pads. So that's one way to do it. Then the getaway, you can take a pair of vice grips and carefully compress them one by one, being careful not to damage the boots around there because they are made of rubber and you certainly don't want to have to replace the caliper. Now we can install your new brake pads. You're going to want to grease up the ears or tabs or whatever you want to call them with some brake grease. Some people also like to put some on the back of the pad here. I'm not going to do that because this is a pad that was already on the car, but once you have that done, you can pop these into place. With the new brake pads installed, all that's left to do is slide the caliper back into place, thread the 2 bolts back in, and torque those down to 20 foot-pounds.